And this one is elusive and very difficult for a lot of guys, including myself. Exercising calm. That you are able to remain calm in tricky situations that are blowing out her nervous system. Like it could be maybe the two of you get in an accident in a car. Your ability to remain calm is attractive. If the two of you are lost in the woods and don't know where you're going and you're figuring out the direction, you remaining calm is attractive. It allows her to feel safe because her nervous system is pinging off of yours. But more challenging, that will reap exponential rewards, is your capacity to remain calm in the face of her accusations against you when she's feeling incredibly emotional and triggered. Most guys do one of two things when this happens. They either withdraw and retreat and back away and say, hey, you know what, you're going through this situation, I'm not gonna listen to any of it, this is bullshit, and they close down and collapse, or they stonewall and give her the silent treatment. This breaks trust. This actually communicates a cowardness. You are unwilling to stand in the flames with her. It's not respectful. There are ways to eject from the situation if you need space, but there's a way to communicate about that. The other way that men end up compromising their calmness is they get big when they feel attacked. And so they try to either do one, dominate with logic and try to logic her out of her emotions, or two, they attack her back and they put all the blame back on her. And now we're in this power struggle. Who's at fault and who's right? So if you find yourself arguing to be right when your woman's expressing something emotionally, that's going to compromise her ability to feel safe with you. What's the middle ground here? Shutting up and listening. That doesn't mean that you're shutting up the whole time, but it means that you are holding a container, allowing her to get out whatever it is that she's needing to get out. And rather than taking the accusation so seriously and so personally and allowing them to affect you, you are listening for the emotion behind the accusation. She's feeling afraid. She's feeling overwhelmed. She's feeling in pain about something. And your job to be the calm container holder is to listen, to stay present, and to listen for the feeling and the emotion behind the accusation. When you can do this, when you can pierce through her accusations and you can calmly hold space and say, yeah, I'm really hearing that you're feeling hurt right now. Or it sounds like you're in a lot of pain and you're afraid. Listen, baby, I got this. I'm hearing what you're saying. I'm taking the feedback. We're gonna get through this. That doesn't mean that you roll over like a doormat, that you allow your nervous system to get blown out, because that's not being calm, and start apologizing profusely because you're afraid of her leaving you. It means that you're listening for the truth behind the statements, even if it's being delivered in a way that's not necessarily to your liking. And that doesn't mean that you can't have a conversation with her about the two of you having more higher levels of communication so that it is easier to listen to her feedback. You can absolutely give feedback, and maybe even give feedback in the moment. You know, listen, it's really hard for me to hear you right now when I'm feeling blamed, or when there is an accusation, or when there's name calling, or when you're raising your voice. You can give this kind of feedback in the moment, or you can give this feedback later.